Too legit to quit. Okay, what nobody told you, don't give up, don't give in. Because of the blood of Jesus Christ, you are too legit to quit. Too legit to quit. Most people will associate the sermonic title with the hit recording from the former rapper MC Hammer. Some of y'all know that, and y'all ain't been saved all your life. Don't y'all? Some of y'all know about MC Hammer, right? During the 90s, MC Hammer became one of the top entertainers in the country. He was known for his riveting music and his breathtaking dancing. America watched in amazement as this former bat boy for the Oakland Athletics baseball team rose from the ghettos to national prominence. He recorded hit after hit. His popularity continued to rise after each new recording. He was, during that time, without a doubt, one of the hottest rap artists in the country. And one of the things I liked about him the most was he didn't use a lot of vulgar language. I get tired of that. Disgracing our women, and you drive by the car, you got to hear all that cussing. Turn that stuff down. Yet at the pinnacle of his success, MC Hammer became so popular that his rap music eventually crossed over to mainstream or pop music. Now this caused a great deal of controversy among his contemporaries. His success was so great that the other rappers questioned his authenticity. Isn't it funny that as soon as God elevates you, your critics come out the woodwork? Nobody was worried about you before you got that raise. Nobody was bothering you before you got married. Now that you got your house, they want to come out the woodwork and criticize you. See, many of the other rappers began to challenge MC Hammer's credibility as a rapper, but Hammer knew who he was. Somebody say he knew who he was. Hammer proved to his critics and the world that he was a bona fide, qualified, and legitimate rapper. And in response to the allegations of his critics, he recorded his biggest hit, Too Legit to Quit. Somebody say Too Legit to Quit. Now, here's the irony of this whole scenario. He may, follow me now, he may have never written this song unless his critics had attacked him. You see, sometimes God has to allow your enemies in your life because they bring out the best in you. David said that it was good that I was afflicted. See, you need to thank God for your enemies. You need to thank God for those who oppose you because they only make you better. In order to get what God has for you, you've got to go through something. That's why a lot of folks can't get what God has for them because they don't want to go through nothing. You want what God has, do what he asks you to do. See, we don't like to talk about it in the church. But suffering is inevitable. Suffering is a part of the human condition, and it is critical to your spiritual condition. In fact, one of the fruit of the Spirit is long-suffering. Make no mistake about it. Sometimes you will suffer. You just got to decide who you want to suffer for. You can suffer for the world or suffer for Christ. See, suffering from the world is based on our attachment to things. Once you lose those things you are attached to, you begin to suffer. Suffering for Christ is to deny yourself of the attachment to the things of the world that will cause you pain anyway. See, Peter knew it would be a challenge. Even today, it's a challenge. Even for myself, it's a challenge to endure doing suffering, but it's suffering that your character is developed. You don't know who you are until you've been through something. You don't know what you can do until you've been put in a situation. Once you get it there, then you find out where your character is, and God will develop you. See, if you ain't never been through nothing, you don't understand what I'm talking through. But if you've been through hell like I've been through, if you was raised in the projects in Valley Green, if you've been on the streets, you know what I'm talking about. Suffering develops your character.